disclaimer. This was supposed to be uploaded on New Year's Eve, but last minute plans and stuff kind of happened. So I'm uploading this on the 1st, just in case anyone was wondering, because sometimes in this I think I say like I'm uploading this on the 31st, and I didn't. So my birthday was actually yesterday, if you're listening. So yeah, you're too late for a happy birthday, so fuck you. Enjoy. What's happening, gamers, and welcome back to the Really Good podcast. I'm going to try one on my own this time. I don't want to stick to like a select co-host or whatever, another person that does it with me, because then there's like scheduling and like this one is busy and one's not and everything. So I'm just gonna, throughout the podcasts, I'll get a couple of little messers on. Today we are going to be talking about what'll I talk about? Well, I'm recording this now on the 30th. I'm sitting on my sofa in my living room doing absolutely nothing. It's my birthday tomorrow and I'm going out tonight because of it. Whoop 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 whoop. I don't know, I'd say this will go up in 2 days, probably the 1st of January, and I might talk about 2018 year in review. This will probably be a shorter podcast than the last one, just because I don't want to be talking to myself for an hour and a half. And the last podcast was actually like there was another hour of conversation, and I had to edit that, and it took me like 5 days to edit, because I just didn't want my whole life to be revolved around this fucking podcast. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it to a minimum, because like last time just took me so long to fucking edit, and I edit everything on my phone. So then it's like it's a bit slow. It's not that slow. Like it's grand. It's grand. But yeah, it just takes a lot. So I want to keep it more kind of, I talk about this and I don't spiral off. Probably will, because I'm just talking to myself this time around. So 2018, how was it for you? It was actually pretty good for me. Thanks for asking. Probably the most eventful year of my life. I'd say easily the most eventful, and the best so far, obviously. The most eventful and the most best so far, because you never know what's around the corner. Or could be my last year, who knows? Hopefully not. I'd like to make it to at least 19. I'm 19 tomorrow, so if I survive the night, I'll be happy. Yeah. So 2018 was a pretty good year. Sorry if I start kind of trailing off during this. Like I'm trying not to leave any dead space, because I don't want people listening to just be like listening to like that. So yeah, 2018, most eventful and most exciting and most changing, and it hasn't even been a year. It's been since like March onwards. January up until March was probably like a very kind of plain year. There was a couple things. I went on holiday in January, a big family holiday. I went with my friends too, and there was a few parties here and there, and I attended college, and I hate college. That was, and I think I don't believe in like self, what would you call it? Diagnosed, whatever. I wouldn't self-diagnose myself, but I had like this feeling throughout those months, and it was just an awful feeling that I couldn't get over. But in the back of my head, I was like, why am I thinking like this? What the fuck is wrong with me? But I couldn't overcome it. And it was just like this weird feeling of like, I don't want to do anything. what's the point? I'm going to end up in my bed at the end of the day. And I never had that mindset before in my life, and I don't know what was up with me. So I don't want to be going around being like, oh, I had the depression, and people are like, no, this is depression, and I got like the fucking bare bones of whatever that is. But I just couldn't get over that feeling. I don't know what was up. And then I didn't talk about it to anyone. Don't know why. I just didn't. And then after, I kind of overcame it. And I think the main problem with it was because now I started college in September of 2017, and up till I didn't like it. I've after like a month in, I realized I didn't like it whatsoever. And I just, yeah, I don't know. I'm really into video editing and kind of all that stuff, a lot of digital stuff, and I entered with the mindset being like, oh, I'll never do film in college, because what's that gonna get me? I'm not gonna go into a job and be like, oh, yeah, here's my film degree, and get like a fucking manager job or whatever. That's the problem. It's luck. It's a lot of luck. It's not a lot of luck. It's luck and talent. I don't know. It's a big risk to take, filmmaking. But I wasn't happy doing, because I was like in the mindset, oh, I can get a job out of this. And so I went in, and it was coding, and it was all this horrible, like, it was just, it wasn't my cup of tea. It was, I was into the Photoshop side of things. The problem was we edited on Windows Movie Maker, and I was editing on that when I was like 13, when I had my gaming YouTube channel. And even then I think I had a better editing software, because I actually hated Windows Movie Maker. And yeah, so we were editing on that, and then I just didn't make any friends in the college. I don't know, it was because I don't know, I knew two or three people there, and they were all in different courses, and none of their course overlapped my course. And then my course was just full of people, I think they kind of knew each other or before going in, because they all were kind of mates. Sorry. And I just did mix. That was it. I just did mix. So that was that. I did not like it whatsoever. I finished the year, barely finished the year. And basically just forgot about that. I just kind of want to mark that out of my book. And March came around. That's when I found my filmmaking, digital film and television production. That's the course I'm doing now. It's in Ballyfermot, for those of you who know Ballyfermot, which is probably all of you. And I love it, and I made a lot of new friends, and whoop whoop, hooray for Cameron. This isn't like a big, I feel like I'm going into X Factor, and I'm telling them my life story. I'm like, yeah, and then my dog died, and like, and then someone blew out the candles on my birthday cake, and yeah, no, it's really, yeah, I don't know, I just, that's why 2018 was such a big year for me, is because, I got that feeling like a bit throughout from March onwards too. I think I got like, I kind of stopped. It stopped when I started college in September, my new course, and I actually got it for like a day or two, and I was like, fuck off. I was like, oh, not this again. But I went, and that's that done with. I think because I'm a lot more open with it now, and I was afraid that the problem was that if I started talking about this feeling, it became a real thing. It became like, oh, this is real. This is actually, this isn't like just a passing feeling. This is, a thing. that I'm talking about. It's been there enough that I'm talking about it. And I just didn't want that. And that was probably one of my fears. And so I made fucking... I don't know, like, just big events happened in my life to this year. These few months. This half a year. These 6 months. Or I don't know how long it is from March. 6 or 7? I'm gonna say 6 because I don't know my months. Sorry, everyone. And I'm not bothered checking because I didn't get really much sleep last night, and I'm just very tired, and I'm saving my energy for going outside. So, yeah, that has been 2018. Well, that's kind of what made my year so special. Was I started pursuing what I wanted to do, and I made some shit. One with a few with my good pals. Shout out to Conor Ryan. Shout out to who else? Shout out to everyone who, I don't know, just kind of made my year good. Especially all the new people that have been welcomed in to my horrible life. I was just messing. So yeah, it's been going pretty swell. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do next year. I have like a rough idea, but like I don't know for certain what I want to do or pursue or whatever. Fuck it. I don't know if I talk about this on the channel. I know I put it up on the Instagram. But fucking fuck it. The short film that I never shut up about. The picture show, as one of my teachers called it, my big picture show, got nominated for a Creator of the Year, by RTE, and I was so fucking happy. I think one of the main reasons it got nominated, now they probably just really liked it, but one of the main reasons that got nominated was because it's not that it wasn't a huge competition, because it was held at this big convention and stuff called MediaCon, and that was an amazing experience. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. But it wasn't advertised a lot. Like, nobody knew about it. Nobody that I knew about it. Two of the finalists were from Cork. One of them won, actually. Congratulations, dude. You were an epic gamer. Yeah, so two of them were from Cork, and their lecturer told them about it. So my old art scholarship teacher. Sorry for the yawn. Yous are probably all yawning right now. My old art scholarship teacher, shout out to Michelle, actually sent me it and was like, "Oh, you'd be interested." And I was like, "Yeah, thanks. Like, what the fuck?" So yeah, thanks, Michelle. You got me a free pass to MediaCon, and a great experience meeting new peeps, making new contacts, making some moves. I brought along. I was able to bring a guest. I was able to bring a plus one. I got a taxi there, actually, because I thought it was really important. Not that it wasn't. I thought, like, you had to be at time and everything, because I got an email saying what was it? It was like, we prefer that you get there for registration, which was at like 8 or 9 in the morning. I forget when it was, and it's in this big fucking hotel down by the docks in Dublin, and it's like a big fancy schmancy hotel, and I'm from fucking Finglas, which for those you who don't know is like pretty out the Badlands, in the ghetto, as the international viewers would say, the favelas of Dublin, as the as the other international crowd would say, favela of Dublin, the what do you call them? The fucking, there's a name. There's a name for them, and it's like Brazil. It's like the slums, the slums of Dublin. It's not really. It's just, it's a bit of a, scummy place sometimes. But yeah, that was just kind of a joke that I was doing. Fucking stupid joke. So yeah, I'm from Finglas, and I'm like, I wasn't like, I'm not used to like fucking all this Frenchy schmanchy shit, and I felt so posh and everything. I got a taxi there, and then like this doorman came over and opened my car door for me, and I was like, I don't have any money to tip you. I feel really poor. You just opening the door for me, and so and I got to the desk for registration, and I was the first person there. I was the only person there, and she was like, "Yeah, you're the first person here," and I was like, "What?" And so I had to wait for like an hour. Not complaining. That was my own fault. That was my own doing. Everyone, I was the first guest there. I was the first fucking. I was the first person for MediaCon there. I know a few people came in after, and it was like so MediaCon is kind of, it's this thing where a lot of, business owners or whatever go, and talks are given about how to. And some of the talks are like how to incorporate video or whatever into your business, and like how businesses like that thrive, and social media works, and YouTube works, and Google works, and all that stuff, all the BBC, RTE player, all that kind of stuff. There was talks of people who were the heads of those services that were there, and it was very interesting and great. And so I was the first one there, and then this fella came over to me and was like, "Oh, do you want a drink?" And I was like 8 in the morning. I was like, "No, I'm fine, I'm fine." And then like this fella like 2 rows down from me who attended the conference got like a fucking whiskey or something, and I was like, "What? What?" I was so confused. But I get it, man. Sometimes you just need that sweet release in the morning. I understand. So yeah, that was and then everyone came, and I met everyone from RT and everything. They were so nice. They were great people. They're very welcoming. I'm not that I didn't expect. I was just expecting. I don't know. I wasn't expecting them to be that, like, kind of. Oh, hey, what's up? What's going on? Not in a bad way, everyone. Not in a bad way. RT at all. I love you guys. Shout out to RT. So yeah, and then Connor, he was in the doctors or something, so he came later. Connor was my +1 if I did mention it. If I did mention it, sorry, I have short-term memory loss. What was I talking about? I'm just messing up. It was a short-term memory loss joke, everyone. Connor came, and I was like, "Oh, what's up, hey Connor? What's up? What's going on, Connor?" And there was like this talk on about Brexit, and I'm not into any of that. I don't understand, and I don't want to understand. I don't care. I'm just not interested in any of that stuff. So I was like, "Do you want to just go around the hotel or whatever?" Because we didn't need to attend any of the talks. The competition announcement thing was at the end. It was the very last panel, so that we could attend all the other panels. And Connor, so me and Connor walked around the hotel, and we were just kind of being like, fancy, and we saw there was a cocktail bar on the roof, and we were like, "Oh, let's go up." And then we just walked by, and like some person that worked there was like, "Oh, are you guys okay?" And we were like, "Yeah, grand. We're just wondering if the cocktail bar was open." And she was like, "No, sorry." And I was like, "Oh, we were all right, grand." Like, I think it was raining. It was not. It was actually raining that day or something, I think. So I was like, "Yeah, understandable." We were about to walk away, and she goes, "1 sec." And she was like, "1 sec," and we were like, "What's she up to?" She went to get like a fucking manager, or tour guide or whatever, and brought us up, like just us two. Just brought us up and showed us around the hotels, the sky, the fucking bar and everything, and it was closed off. and they just let it. They were just that nice. And yeah, I don't know if it's because I think, but just because it's such a high end hotel, the guests, I mean not the guests, the staff just have to be really nice, because everyone there has money in their pockets. Not that the staff are looking for the money, but you know, it's full of people who would be like, the service was terrible. The staff didn't lick my arse when I was there. I'm never spending 6 grand on this hotel again. Stuff like that. It's the customers that bring on that attitude for the staff. And so, yeah, but they were really, really nice. And I was like, oh, thanks. Thank you so much. And then, yeah. So they brought us up there. And then we got some free stuff. We had these tags that we had to wear to make sure we were in the conference. And on the back of the tags, because there were people from America or England or wherever they're, from all over the world, I'm presuming, because it was like, for international guests, here are translations. And it was like Irish slang, parentheses slang, and it was crack equals funny, fun / fun, and it like, it'd use it in a sentence, and then it'd be like a sentence using that in a sentence, like, oh, they had the crack. It was so funny. And then there was a lot of other, oh my god, I'm so sorry. There were a lot of other stuff. Yeah, just a lot of other funny Irish slang that was just fucking gas. And I think it was dead serious as well. Like, it was, yeah, they were like being serious, so that, and I completely get it. It was actually a pretty smart idea, because like, he would understand me, like, oh yeah, they had the crack if you're from like America. It's like, oh yeah, they were a massive drug addict. But yeah, so that was funny. And then we got free stuff, and this girl came up to us and we're like, well, we went up to her because it was like a stand, and she was like, are you guys from the industry? And we were like, no, we're peasants like you. No, we didn't say that, but I actually wish we said that. But yeah, we're peasants like you. I was just wondering, imagine someone from the industry came up and she was like, are you from the industry? It was just really funny. But yeah, she was very nice as well. It was something about music and royalty-free music that you can use in the productions or whatever. And yeah, that was nice. And then I went to some talk about Vikings. And Vikings, I never watched it, or I know of it. And I never realised how big it is. He said it's like in the top 10 most watched shows in the world. I think he said top 5, I'm not sure. It was the producer of Vikings and the writer. And I just I was so like confused of how he's this one writer for like the top 10 most watched shows in the world, and he was taking questions and stuff, and I put my hand, I didn't get my question answered. Thanks everyone at MediaCon. I didn't get my question answered because some other person put their hand up, and he goes, yes, and then they go, yeah, do you have any jobs going? Like, shut up. Just shut up. I wanted to ask him, like, does he never feel under pressure? Or he's probably been doing it for so long, doing Vikings for so long. I'd say that he did feel pressure, but imagine like top 10 most watched shows in the world, and you're the sole writer of it, so you've no one else to blame but you if the writing is bad or if something happens in the show that nobody likes. You're the one jumping the shark for the show. That's it. But he was very funny and really nice, and like I didn't speak to him obviously, but he was like very funny and like didn't really care what people thought. Like, he knows that, he'll do the show justice or whatever and everything, and it was just very enlightening to watch him just talk about things, his views or his process and everything, and it was just very nice. It was very nice from a writer, like from an epic writer like myself, with such acting and writing and directing credits as Popcorn is Epic vlog. My that should have been awarded for uh creator of the year is Popcorn is Epic. I don't know why I didn't submit that. That's my magnum opus. I will never beat Popcorn is Epic. That's a joke. That's a joke. So yeah, and then the announcements got made, and this fella won. Congratulations, Martin. I'm sorry if I get your name wrong, Martin. I think it's Martin. You followed me on Instagram the other day. Oh, fuck. I hope it's Martin. Anyway, yeah, congrats, man. The award was, it was like this really nice trophy, but it was also a tailored mentorship program at RTE, which was really cool. It was very cool. And yeah, no, it's very good. It was still a great experience overall. It's not like I didn't gain anything out of it. It was still so fun and so nice to meet everyone. And you know, I follow a couple of the people on, the ones who talked to me. There was like this half of the creator of the nominees who we were all talking and stuff, and we were all really nice. And then there was like the other half, which was like fucking, I don't know. I think they got there really late, or else I just didn't see them for the day. But yeah, they just did talk and stuff. But yeah, that was really it. Everyone's videos seem very good, very unique, if I must say so myself, guys. And yeah, because I went into it being like, oh, this isn't just... Oh, well, I went into it not knowing. I had the mindset, I was going, oh, that's all these short films. But I was like, no way, creator of the year, that's a very wide variety of titles. Of like, it's a very wide category. It can be anything. And then there was like people who are doing vlogs, sketches, kind of motivational videos, like yourself, like me, right here. And it looked like just comedy videos and stuff. There was a couple. It just showed brief clips, so I was just trying to piece together what everyone put in, and they all looked very great. There were 7 finalists because they said they literally could not pick 5, which was really nice of them. It was very cool of them. I don't know. It was just very nice and cool of them, to be honest, to say that. And it wasn't like they were just trying to reach out to the youth. Like, they were just genuinely very nice, and they were saying like how, you know, people like us are the future of, not me, like I'm not the future of fucking media or whatever, but this generation is like it's like the evolution of video media and how it's put out on the internet, with YouTube becoming so mainstream right now. And you know how everyone kind of needs to adapt. Like, RT is adapting greatly. They have a lot of new stuff in the works that they announced at MediaCon, and I was really surprised. And they were even kind of joking at themselves, being like, we're not just doing the dad dance and, you know, trying to get hip and cool with the young kids. They're getting creators into RT to make content. Like, young people, they're commissioning young people to make stuff. It's not like this big board of executives who are like, oh, what do the kids like these days? Fortnite? Put a Fortnite in a TikTok, they'll like that. You know, it's not like that. And it's very cool. It's very cool to see. It was very nice to see. Yeah. So yeah, that was a great experience, MediaCon. That was probably like one of my... I was just genuinely so happy because it was this short film that I just wanted to make because of the shitty year that I had at the start. It was just it was a shitty 5 months or 6 months that I had, and how it changed, and how my whole life kind of changed just for the better. And it was just an incredible experience, really. And yeah, that's what... it was a video that just meant a lot to me, and to have that be I threw into the contest. I was like, all right, I submitted actors. This is Dublin and fuck it. And I was like, if they were to pick three, I kind of get why they'd pick fuck it, because like, oh, this big motivational video. But it was a video that like meant a lot to me, and it wasn't just all right, let's get this motivational thing going. It was like, I wanted to make that because I wanted a time capsule. I wanted a video to look back on if I ever were to explain to someone how my life changed for the better. That would be like the video to describe it. And it wasn't just like a motivational piece. If you watch the clips in the video, I know people literally who aren't my friends won't get it, but all the clips are comprised of that summer and just how all the new experiences that I had, and it ends with me going on holiday, and that's when I'm not crying, by the way. It's my nose is a bit blocked, and it ends with me going on holiday, and that was the fucking, I didn't even say it in the video, but that was that came of me saying, all right, fuck it, let's go on holiday. It was I was 3 months. It was like 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks before I went away. And while I got covered in blisters on that holiday, and they were horrible, and the blisters, not the holiday, the blisters were horrible, and I had to wear bandages walking around for 2 weeks afterwards. It was just the attitude and stuff that kind of grew on me, and everything throughout that summer. It was just mad. Like, what? And then a week out, and then on that holiday, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And I didn't. The one thing I would have wished is that I kind of left it a bit longer, but I feel like I would have been dragging it out. It's kind of nice that I kept this to myself, really. But I said like, on that, and then when I was on that holiday, I was like, do you know what? I might go to Electric Picnic, and at Electric Picnic, it was the best weekend of my life. It was literally the best 3 days of my life in a row that I ever could have imagined. It was just the best of so far, obviously. But it was funny that in that video I say, C Sessions was the best weekend of my life so far, and then a week later I have the other best weekend of my life so far, which was the Electric Picnic, and it was just crazy. It was weird. And I met my girlfriend there. What's up, bro? How you doing? Yeah, I met her there. So what's up? I didn't meet her there. I knew her beforehand, but it was the first time we met. Was at Electric Picnic, so that was nice. That was also really nice, and that was, that kept it with me. If I hadn't have gone to EP, I wouldn't have fucking met her. I wouldn't have fucking you know what I mean? I wouldn't have done. It was just like this string of events that just keeps occurring, and somebody's pulling strings. But yeah, that was just. I really liked 2018, to be honest. I had its ups and downs. I had way more ups and downs, but when I had the downs, it was down, if you get me. Like, it was way more happy than sad. But when it was sad, it was sad. It just wasn't nice. So yeah. Merry Christmas. I don't know, it's just by the end of it. Yeah, I think about half an hour is it's roughly half an hour, 40 minutes. That's good enough. I didn't think I'd be able to do this, but I just love hearing myself talk, don't I? Fucking Cameron, fucking stupid fat bastard. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed listening to me brag about my amazing and superior life to yours for the last half an hour. And I don't know. See you all in the next one. Happy New Year. Yeah. Ciao. you know, fuck it, I'm gonna put it up. I'll put it up tomorrow. I don't. This last podcast had so much editing on it. Like you. I don't think anybody noticed really, but I edited like so much with the jump cuts and everything. Like it's I was going from one conversation, skipping two, and then going to like the other third conversation. It was so much was cut out from that, because I feel like we touched on it, but I didn't talk about it the way I wanted to talk about it, the subjects that I brought up in that like period, in that podcast. I brought up topics, but I didn't stay on them for long enough, and I didn't like how I talked about them. It was very brief and stupid, so I kind of want to go back into them with different, more set mindset, more different, more better mindset and stuff. Whatever, I don't know. I'm very good at using words. So yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. And genuinely thanks so much, whoever's listening or whatever. Whoever's listening obviously watches Really Good or whatever. And genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for giving me Really Good was definitely a big part of why my year was so great and everything, and how my life kind of changed for the better. And so I'd like to thank everyone who gave me support throughout the year, because without the support, I know I wouldn't have done it, because I'm fucking, I don't know. I just love attention. That's it. That's me. I just like attention. I don't put any heart into it. I just like attention. That's very, but yeah, joking aside, love you all who's listening. Merry Christmas to you all. Hope you all had a good Christmas, actually. Hope you all had a fucking great Christmas. Fuck. And I'm gonna upload this on my birthday tomorrow. Yay, 31st. When you listen to this, it'll be my birthday. So say happy birthday, Cameron, or else Jesus won't. Or else you won't get into heaven. So you just have to comment happy birthday or something like that. Okay, don't be a dickhead. Okay, thanks for listening, everyone. Bye. Love you. Mwah.